Hello, fluff potatoes. Alright, I think we're about ready to get the show on the road. I'm ready. But then again, I really like Somnium. And I was kind of waiting for this, not gonna lie. Oh, I forgot to turn the light on. I don't know. For general streaming, I'm wondering if I'm gonna leave the light on. Because I don't know how much of a difference it actually makes. Oh, we'll leave it for now. Let me rephrase that. It makes a ton of difference, but I don't know if it makes a difference in the sense of like how I have to do it. But you know, I'm trying. We're working on stuff. So I did the thing where I actually broke down and went and got my Pro controller. Yeah. I gave up, guys. So, I am now Pro Controller Live. Like, I have two Pro Controllers, actually, because of an accident. We got one, because the, Switch, like, Joy-Cons are really uncomfortable for my husband to use, so we got a Switch Pro, so that when he wanted to play Switch games, he could play. And we forgot to take it off our Christmas list one year, and my in-laws also bought us a Switch Pro. So we actually have two, and I just keep one always on the charger and one free, and life's good, basically. Let's see here, I have forgotten one thing. I'm trying to remember what it is. Oh, I know what it is. Loading up Somnium. I gotta set the model up real quick, because I forgot to do that. Shh. Alright. Okay, so that should be good. I'm actually not gonna bring out the Switch hands. I noticed they were not looking the best, so we're gonna try to go without Switch hands today. We'll see. If we end up missing them, we'll figure it out. But hello, everyone, or hello, fluff potatoes. More formally, hello. We got some stuffs to do today. Mainly, we're gonna zoom through Oda route because, like, who actually likes Oda? No one. That is the answer. No one likes Oda, because he's Oda. I cannot decide if I am hot or cold as a heads up, so I might be getting up to adjust the AC while I'm turning on the fan, while drinking, I don't know. It's been one of those mornings. I also didn't sleep again, so we're off to a great start. But yes, for anybody who did not know, we are having what we're gonna call like Somnium Week. Make sure we're not dropping frames. Nope, doing good there. So the goal on this, on Somnium Week, is for us this week to beat Somnium Files. We're doing this so that next week we can jump into the sequel. The sequel does come out on Friday. Unfortunately, I will be out of town this weekend. It was an oversight. I made a mistake because I didn't put two and two together that the release date and the date I have with my husband are the same weekend, and I have to go out of town for it. And I can't back out. So here we are. But I would be back Sunday because we will actually be back home Sunday. I can't, unfortunately, because I get really car sick. So I'm probably just going to be asleep all Sunday, curled up in a little burrito. But Monday, we gonna go. We are gonna go. And we'll see what we can do, you know? So, without further ado, let's get going, guys. So, the routes we have right here that we see, I should point this out as well, actually. This goes into another route, this goes into another route, and we are locked right here. So, we know of 4 routes, 3 routes, am I counting right? 3 routes right now. When I was counting for how much time I thought we would need, I actually counted by the number of Somniums, because I know there's 2 Somniums in this route, and there's one Somnium there. I'm trying to scroll like non-gracefully. And when I say 2 on this one, by the way, I mean the second option plus one more. And I know that there's the second option plus one more here. So I'm looking at like around 5 Somnium. So the goal is about 1 Somnium a day. Ish. If we finish early, we'll figure out. But I would rather us finish a little bit early than finish late. Should have brought the vodka. Should have brought the vodka. I am pretty sure I know where this one branches, but for the branches, I will disclaim I will be using tutorials just to see the branch points so I don't accidentally go the wrong way. There's also one Somnium I'm gonna outright use a guide for because it's super, super tight on time, and I spent like 3 hours on it my first playthrough, and it really sucks to get all the way up until the end and just not have enough time by a few seconds and then have to redo the entire thing over again because it's just that tight on time. It's also where I learned how to do time management for the rest of the Somniums in this game. True story. Let's see. I will go ahead and get it loading though.
Can you please take me with you?
Of course, Iba.
As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
I love her.
Sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Is this a cold storage warehouse?
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's... Iris is about to be...
Stop right there!
Oh, please, Oda.
Heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil. Hold on, Tessa. I will save you.
Someone come take their child back. I don't want him.
I will protect Tessa.
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan! Activate!
Where go? This poor child. I don't... Why isn't my tea ready yet? I need something for this. Hold on, I'm putting my braces in. I forgot I didn't have them in. 1 second here. Okay.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! But if I miss you, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this.
Yes, please worry about looking cool. And that's your only concern. GG, Yoda.
Damn it! If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it. All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Me either, Iba. Alright. So what I'm gonna do, run, Iba, run, is we're gonna look and get some timies real quick.
Iris is on the platform.
Actually, yeah, I want all of those.
Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All right.
No.
Ears!
Head said, head, A said!
No, not you!
This will probably not help wake Iris.
No, but we're gonna do it 2 more times. Cause these
Iris is on the
timies.
platform. Iris! Hey! Are you okay?
No.
Tessa!
Guess she's not waking up.
You don't say.
Iris is on the platform.
Throw ice at.
This is an ice cold one.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw it.
Yeah!
No good, huh?
I believe that Ota has to be the hero of this story.
Then he needs a little more motivation.
Hello, Igneous. It is going really well. This is not my first playthrough with it. I played it back when it came out, but I am replaying it for, well, technically it's this week's launch. But this week / next week's launch. And it is such a good time. I love this game.
The ice on the floor
How are
is
you?
slick.
Ah, I gotcha. Well, I hope your workday goes smoothly.
Cowabunga! Did my body temperature melt the ice?
Iba, how hot are you?
Those who don't fight won't survive! Ah!
I wish the amount of face palming I was doing could come through properly. I really do.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks!
Ah, yeah.
This is war after all! Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
At least it should be an easy week, or like week then. Like, easy weeks are nice. For sure.
Agent Date, you've got
A
5
plate
minutes.
attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening?
This kid. This
Oh,
kid.
it's bright.
What is this?
I do hope you have a happy vibe.
We're out of options! Tessa! If this was another,
Hello,
I would
Cheer.
have died already.
Feed the kitty.
Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
Okay, enjoy your lurk.
No! I will fight destiny and win!
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
I'm not paid enough to deal with this kid. I do have a guide in front of me. That's the only reason I'm hitting like all of these correctly.
A forklift.
Oh yeah. Are you familiar with this game, Igneous? First off, because he is very intended
What?
cringe.
Sortie.
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed.
Large part of it. Okay.
All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%.
That's very low,
Now,
Eva.
cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie.
Yes, this kid is
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
what? Not even really a kid. He's 24. He's one of the older ones. Well, no, I guess his cast has a lot of 30, 40-year-olds, but yeah. He's
I can't stand. I'm weak.
he's very sad.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
The reason it works though is because everyone acknowledges he's very sad. In the pathetic kind of way, not in the crying kind of way.
Ota is still down. Don't be scared. Stand up. Don't beg for it, earn it. Do it and you'll be rewarded.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't be scared now. I have to stand up. Now, count up your sins.
Please. It's almost over, thankfully. Make it stop.
There.
He thinks he is. He's a side character at best, though. Alas. Bye, Oda. If only. We're not on that route yet. I don't think his anime brain could process that. It was too much of a big brain move for him. Day 4, Monday, Jick Eye.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you.
Yes.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if Oda actually does know that.
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
I don't think Oda actually knows about this, if I remember right. Like... I took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Hodoroki man chocolate.
the same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your
Yeah.
reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so are you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought.
Yeah.
I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
Alexa? I'm sorry to anyone who has Alexa, by the way. But Alexa, play Poker Face by Lady Gaga. Because Oda doesn't have it. Actually, is it that? Yeah.
The kitchen knife, with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always, is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
Oh, okay. Okay.
the Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking
Not
lot of
how
the
I thought that
Finisto
was
while
going,
Iris
but
was in the
whatever.
car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards
Okay.
away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes,
You won't arrest her?
your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank
Hello.
you, Date.
Trinix, I believe? Oh, that is such a cute little emote. I love it. The little ears. Aww. But hello, welcome. I do really like how Date says that as well. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear suspicion. That actually is really cool to say. Wow. Those emotes are so good. Such good emote. So adorable. Masashita Diner, Monday, 10:11 p.m. Because, okay, going back to my thoughts, I keep getting distracted by shiny emotes. Mayumi doesn't, like, she doesn't have the physical strength, and she doesn't have, honestly, the mental capabilities. Like, we know that she has dementia. The odds she could carry this out when she can't even remember her son, who she dearly loves, is stabbed and in the hospital just isn't high. But the evidence is stacking against her, so we need to find out an arguable truth that she is innocent. Hello there, Sukabris? I hope I said that right. Sukabris, actually? Yeah, Sukabris probably is right. Where are you on the flowchart? I don't have the cutest smiles. So this is not my first time, I will say. This is my second time. I know what's coming. On the float, and because of that, spoilers are fine. I'm looking at it like both as a prep for Nirvana next week, and I'm looking at it from the lens of like, wow, the foreshadowing in this game. Wow. For where I am on the flowchart, we have done Irish route, we're locked on True Ending route, we have done Mizuki route, and we're finishing up Oda route right now. We have not gone into Annihilation, like the Iris Saito B route that leads to Annihilation yet. I can show it in just a second. I did the game years
Sorry for the
ago.
late night, Miss Matsushita.
Like right
But I
when
have
it
some
came out.
questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered
Oh
about the
no,
warehouse.
poor baby. Yeah, but I still like, there's a lot going on with this game that I would like to refresh on. Oh geez, that just scared me. But this is my flowchart right now. Yes, I have so enjoyed going through this again. Like, the amount of setup in this has been incredible to see how they actually, like, how all the pieces fit together. As someone with a background in writing myself, I am just in awe. Yeah, there are a lot of those. But yeah, that is my flowchart.
I did it. I did everything.
No, you didn't. I do not like it pausing like that. Day 5, Tuesday, Sekai. Or Zugai, sorry. It progressed without me being able to. Police headquarters, Tuesday, 10:04 a.m. Let go.
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
Yep.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
Uh-huh.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Your body frame doesn't fit it.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
Oh, boss. I'm sorry, I still ship Boss and Date. I know Hitomi is like the one or whatever, but I love Boss. Like Boss does so much for Date. They fit so well together. All right, what are we gonna screw around with? Camera used. Okay, that's boring. Gonna look at the pipe. Nothing there. Room is reflected in the mirror. Oh, we can't. Boo. I have a cat, like, irritating me right now. Desk? Wow. This is actually the least they've given me.
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory.
Uh-huh.
I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
So, as someone streaming right now, yeah, I don't just muscle memory my stream, I'm sorry. There's way too much effort. And I have a low effort stream.
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing.
Uh-huh. Mayumi looks tense because she thinks Oda did it. And honestly, Oda is, I guess, more likely, but still not, very obviously not it.
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry.
That's because your son's an idiot.
I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him. Because I just hated her so much.
Boy,
Killing her
we're
wasn't
trying to
enough.
make the kitty into a cow.
Well,
Uh-huh.
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
Uh-huh.
yes, I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
Well, it's so... How do I put it? Like, Date knows, Boss knows. We all know as viewers, like, the odds that Mayumi did it are so low. Yeah, you're not wrong there. But you have to, like, you have to treat a confession seriously. And in Mayumi's case, it's like, from every angle, there's no way she did it. But you have to pursue the lead. And now we're gonna get the Somnium that just makes me want to cry. Cause like, this woman has sacrificed so much. Don't we have enough
What
big
do you know
kitties?
about the Cyclops killer?
Oh, Otto.
We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
They.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
How?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder.
That is
I
true.
don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind.
Mm-hmm.
This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Which we've already proven. Like, some of my favorite foreshadowing I didn't catch the first time is going into Mashashita Diner and just looking at how that is a place time has stopped. The calendars are wrong. The menus are preserved but make no sense. Like, time has stopped there. And it's a reflection because Matsushita Diner is not Oda's, like, place. It's Mayumi's place. And it's just... all of it's so heartbreaking.
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch
My
works?
heart breaks.
He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I killed him.
What about Shoko? I mean, there's a lot of reasons to kill
Renju's
Shoko, to be
ex-wife,
honest,
right?
but...
I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
Or Shoko.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
So, ma'am, why are you lying?
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence.
Yep.
The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
This is totally legal. Totally legal.
Computer, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
You don't say.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
Pewter's face? Pewter's like, why do I work for this mad woman?
Computer, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
You said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Dante, no.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
Oh, yes, it is. Boss runs a tight ship, sir. Pressure Earl Grey.
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
Yep.
But who?
Surely you know by now.
There's only one person she'd protect.
There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Yep. Okay, cool. We get exploration time. I'll get the room. No. So, coming from Danganronpa, because this game will get compared to Danganronpa for various reasons, one thing I wish it did is there's a view in Danganronpa where you can see everything interactable to click on it, and I kind of wish this game did have it, honestly, because it's so easy to miss flavor text when you're not even trying to. Ah, nothing with the glove box this time. Wow. Why are we so boring today, game? It's not that serious. We're not on Annihilation route yet. I mean, the person in the polar bear was quote-unquote Sosajima. Let's see.
Congressman Sajima has no connection to Mayumi. Or do you know something I don't?
No, sorry. Just a guess.
No need to apologize. I know that the brilliant mind of Kaname Date wouldn't waste my time throwing out random guesses.
No.
I am sure I will agree with you once you explain your reasoning. In detail.
You don't have to bully me. I was just thinking out loud.
So guess what we're gonna do, Iva? We're gonna drive you insane.
Mayumi hates Iris. I doubt she would protect her.
You're right.
Iris is not my favorite person. However, Iris is not responsible for Oda's bad life choices. That is victim blaming there. Like, Iris is a victim in this situation, especially with the so help me shadowboxing on the, sorry, not Twitter, Tutor, whatever they call it. Like, Iris is not my favorite character in this game, by a long shot, actually. But Mayumi, dear, call your son an idiot. Oda is an idiot. It's okay. He's a spoiled brat. He is a 24-year-old that is letting a 4-year-old edit his erotica smut. Well, his smut, not erotica smut. That's redundant.
His condition is worsening. Perhaps we need to increase the dose.
Also, every single line that they mention dose now is just like... heh, heh, heh. They really mention it a lot. It's like, oh, haha, meme. Iba's teasing Dante. No, Iba's being serious. Iba's being very, very serious.
Or reduce it?
I can hear you muttering, you know.
Iba is sitting in the passenger seat.
It's Ota.
No, duh.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
I actually don't know if I'm allowed to say the wrong thing here. Really, all of these are correct for why, but we'll go with this one. This is the least hard evidence.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
Which one's the least hard? The Somnium, then?
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the
Somnium
polar
is
bear-
not necessarily
That
real.
was just a dream.
Yep.
It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
Yep.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
Yep. Okay, so it made you do all of them.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it.
I'm still squeamish with
Either
that.
or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
It's a very incorrect one. Like, I'm trying to think if any of this is right. I know Iris going into the van, because it's not Iris at that point. Iris is already dead in this timeline. So I'm trying to think. If that's the case, Iris Saito as Iris is going to the van, did drive, called So out somehow, and ended up at the abandoned warehouse, the chemical plant, whichever way you want to call it, switch, then sedated So and Iris. Yeah, okay, that has to be how it goes. Ota was not involved in this, but it does explain the time passage.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely.
Yep.
They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
To say the least.
We can't rule anything out.
Matsushita Diner, Tuesday, 11:15 a.m. So Peter has to have it done by like 6, basically. 5. Oh, end of the workday.
Ota, why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her. Why?
This is gonna be very awkward. Hi, Oda. Your mom confessed because she thinks you did it. We're having none of the fun stuff in this route. They're acting like we're serious. We are not in serious time yet. Man. Guess at least it's going quickly? But I did not know it, like... Okay, so the kid's chair is fascinating because this is like from when Oda was still a kid type of thing. Also, but it's not out of place with the diner. Like, this whole place is so subtle and foreshadowing. This is some of the best, like, okay, in literary studies, there's something called minimalization and there's something called maximalization as styles. Minimalization is giving like as few details as possible, while maximalization is the opposite. It's giving so many details you don't know what's relevant. This game is what I would say is a masterclass in maximization. There's so many details that you're not sure what's a red herring and what it's not, and I have never seen it so beautifully done in a game as in this. Like, you don't know what the actual tells are. Boy, they're giving me nothing. Well, cushion? What? We can't look at Date's foot, I'm sorry. Game said so. Yeah, doing okay, bud?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer.
And yet here you are.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Are you worried about...
So worried that my stomach is in knots.
What about your
The
mom?
surgery was successful, but they told me she isn't out of the ICU yet.
So why are you here?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
But why did she say she did? Oda is sitting with a depressed look on his face.
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju.
Mm-hmm.
And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself. Or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You...
Oda doesn't have it in
I
him.
didn't!
Like,
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
yep.
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently, she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... dementia.
And you treat her
Maybe
like crap
memory's
despite
just
it.
mixed up.
Like, Oda's such an open book that I like how Date's just being honest. Like, look, this is where we're at. Some of this is probably confidential, but like, we don't think so either. There's no way. So this is our current working theory, and Oda's just like, what? How? And he's such an open book. Like, yeah, you can get the easy feeling that he, yeah. It's just not in Oda to do this. He has a bit of an extremist, but our very first decision. Yeah, it does because of what Date sees. Because Date doesn't see Monica. He sees the cell phone, I think. I forget which one it is. But, like, because he doesn't see Monica, he doesn't tell Iris to hide. And because he doesn't tell Iris to hide, she goes when Renju asks. She doesn't have her guard up. Yep. Which really sucks, because I feel like the Irish route, or, like, going down that path, Date is so oblivious to Iris, or to Mizuki, who's in so much pain, and he just, like, storms to Iris, but I get it. It makes its own form of sense because of the game.
Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor, and we're both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass.
You still are.
I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt. And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer. Well, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You work so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you.
This is so
What
painful.
makes you happy? You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever, I'll always support you.
Yes. Like, on one hand, I would say she's not... It's complicated because they did not raise Ota the best for him to be such a spoiled brat. But on the same hand, like, that unconditional support where he could go to her is like parent goals. Like, you want your child to be able to come to you and be like, hey, this is what I want to do. And like, him dropping out of college, him wanting to do something that's more liberating, that is such a relatable goal. Like, I feel like everybody in their 20s goes through it. And you might go back to college, you might find something outside of college that works for you. Like, it depends on everyone. But there's so much that's like a gut punch. Because you get where Oda's coming from, but man, just it's ugly because Oda is not a good son. He does not appreciate it.
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth, but I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel.
Absolutely.
Not even once.
That's the
I always
easy
give
part,
up
Oda.
after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that.
Yeah?
But Mom, she
Yeah.
kept supporting me.
Like, this Somnium is a gut punch to go through. I am not looking forward to it. I was, like, broken at the end of it the first time. There's certain Somniums that are, like, super sad, or super scary, or this one is just, it's real, and it hurts. Because it makes you kind of look back on yourself and your own choices and interactions with your parent, and we've all been bad kids at points. Like, that's part of being a kid, and your parents should love you through that. But yeah, it's like looking back on it and going like,
Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Yeah. I got super close the first time.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
There's such a snot nose.
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
It's already starting. It's already starting. she genuinely loves her son. Like, it is such a beautiful depiction of a mother who just loves her son. I mean, there's a lot of actually interesting parent relationships because Hitomi's relationship with Iris is actually fairly healthy as an adoptive single mother. So's relationship with Saito, Shoko and Renju's relationship with Mizuki, sorry. Date's relationship with Mizuki, and I would say that Renju was a better dad to Iris than he is to Mizuki. At the very least, Renju is a good uncle but a terrible dad, and it's such an interesting look at just family. Family's complex, you know?
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit.
Yes.
I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
It's the one happy family picture they own, because Oda's a snot-nose.
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
You are.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit. But I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Yep.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
Hello, Phoebe. I am hanging in here, really excited to just be marathoning the rest of this game. I love this game so much. Even though I'm at a section that's gonna make me get a plushie and cry. I hope you are doing okay too. Hope things are, you know, getting better and stuff. Also, I really love the contrast between Date and Aiba, where they cover each other's weaknesses. Aiba is the logical half to Date's emotional half, and it does take both of them as partners. They have such great synergy because of it.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
I'm glad to hear.
Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
Aiba's like, please. So, this game... Okay, do I get to interact with more things now? Is so good. It really is. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time, and playing it a second time has only made me love it more. But I will say it is not for the weak of stomach. There is some super, super gory stuff in it. It's a very hard M. I don't know what it's rated in EU though. But basically it's a 17 plus game, and it fully deserves it. So if that's not your thing, there's no shame in skipping it. I don't mind that, except for one or two parts of this that I kind of hide from. But yeah. Harbor Warehouse District, Tuesday, 12:50 p.m. We're not in the scary parts right now, though.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
And the sequel is coming out on Friday, and I'm so excited.
Who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
So almost certainly not Mayumi for that. Policeman. He says he doesn't have any information. Boring, sir. Here's our police state forklift. We pay special attention to forklifts in this game. Yeah.
Date, look! A tonguefish on the ocean floor.
You have good eyesight, Aiba.
What's a tonguefish?
Does it have a tongue?
A flat fish, like the sole of a shoe.
Oh.
You can see all the way down there?
Of course I can. My vision and my looks are my best qualities.
No, it's not your wit, Aiba. You have gorgeous wit. It's also interesting, actually, how this game reuses areas. So from a development standpoint, it reuses tons of environments. But because of how it reuses it, I actually like it more than how, like, Nier Automata does it. It doesn't feel as reused. Like, this is something different each time, because you're getting a different view of a similar things. Yep. This Friday. I unfortunately will not be among the people streaming it this Friday. I am going out of town with my husband for both to see my family after last week, and because we had already had a date scheduled out of town. But I will be starting up the sequel on Monday, and I will be hoarding my Aiba figurine like a 5-year-old.
Date, do you know what a bollard is?
No.
Of course. It's a type of duck.
That's a
That's
dollar.
a
Or
mallard.
mallard, yeah. Sometimes called a baller.
Aiba, what's in this box?
Your favorite kind of reading material, and a lot of it.
Academic research papers on criminology?
Oh, don't give me that.
No, the kind that features gratuitous nudity.
Thank you. I'm not looking forward to it, but it's gotta be done. So I will be super looking forward to get back to you guys on Monday. Rest assured. I've got to make up some excuse to grab that box. Date. Rain looks like it.
Just like my you-know-what.
No, I don't.
What is your you-know-what?
It could only be one thing.
Your heart?
Oh, your ego?
Oh, I like Aiba's better.
No, not my ego.
Warehouse is all in a line. If I put that with the bottom line, just what? Okay, Date.
Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car.
But where is it?
I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Aiba connected to the in-system server and began her research. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
Of course.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown. But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Station wagon. Oda's the one who drove the station wagon. Cold storage warehouse. Okira. Okay. Nothing interesting. Alright. Lemniscate. Awkward loading screens. Lemniscate, Tuesday, 1:36 p.m. I am going to take this moment to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back in like 2 minutes. So I will see you guys then. Alrighty, I went and got me a snack real quick too while I'm up so that I don't make the same mistake I've made the past few streams where I let myself get way too hungry and then I don't feel good and everything's miserable. So give me 1 second. I am putting my do you have background? Yeah. I'm putting my I got a Greek yogurt and I'm putting that in the diet app because Cola's on a diet for a very, very long time. Hey Malva, how is it going? Sorry, I just got up to go to the bathroom and get some nom noms. But I hope you are having a good morning. Alright. Lemniscate, Tuesday, 1:36 p.m.
Hey, got a minute?
Ooh, who's that?
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
In the game, not my time. It is like 10:30 a.m. Alright, now I took the braces back out. Alrighty. Oops, I forgot to do switchback. Oopsie. Didn't see anything. Yeah, the game has like a built-in day system that you are using to track stuff. So yes.
Sofa king.
Where did that go?
Don't.
But I am glad to hear you're having a good morning. I'm been enjoying my morning generally. We having some funs.
Featured. Anyone can run a pyramid scheme. I believe I'll purchase that on my way home.
Please don't. Yeah, this was the right choice to get food. I'm getting lightheaded already. This is the problem when I have oatmeal for breakfast. Like, oatmeal's great and all, but man, it just does not hold me. Full of drinks. Anything interesting here? Man, that's boring.
Dante, look! An antlion!
Okay.
Hey! Go, antlion!
That's right, go little antlion, whatever that is. Iba has a strange fascination with insects.
Ah, this is Magnus Spiel.
How
What's
do
that?
you know?
Magnus, I swear that has to be Zero Escape stuff. Alright, we're gonna have to look at the receptionist. We know it's coming.
Oh, have you taken note of the painting?
No.
It is titled Lions Fishing. Carpe diem.
The ink on suck. Dante's like, I don't care. Go ahead, Dante.
Huh? I can't hear you.
I walked closer to the receptionist.
Oh, you asked me out before, didn't you? But it's kind of complicated. I told you, I am reptilian.
But you were just joking, right?
No, I'm serious. I only eat vegetables.
I am fairly sure she means vegetarian.
IQ level 10. And yet he's still gonna wanna go for her. Receptionist dead.
What? You gotta come closer. I can't hear you.
I walk closer to the receptionist. Can you just stay there a second? We're gonna ask questions.
Well, what can I say, you know? The biz is harsh, schedules are tight. If we shut down for even a day, we'd throw everyone else's schedules off. So they want to avoid that, of course.
Also, while we have a second. Look at him. He's sleeping way too peacefully. He is out. Night night, kitty. Unlike what you let me do at 5 in the morning. I am letting you sleep. You should feel happy. Okay, bye-bye, kitty.
What? You're too far away.
I walk closer. Told you to stay there, Dante.
I can't believe Tessa became a victim too. It's like, seriously, can you not? What if I'm next? Freaks me out.
Yes.
Dante, could you introduce me to some big, strong man who can protect me?
Nah. I'm sure you'll be fine on your own.
No, I'll totally die.
Boy, Dante just leaves her. It's her with the big tits. Thanks, Dante. Yes, that is Mr. Chaos Kitty. Ari Kitty. He is napping because he's been a gremlin this morning. So, what you doing?
I have just finished conveying my client from Temeke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby. I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
You all speak obnoxious, got it. A self-employed taxi driver. Before I arrived at Lemniscate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. I showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
Well, excuse you.
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Report it?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi. I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that.
That part of the job.
In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van. So I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there. While waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move, the old hag suddenly spoke up. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Oto was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Oto was in the van the whole time.
Which means da 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 da.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout. About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
Most important thing, of course, sir.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Yep.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
Good luck. Oh, yeah, I remember this. I think. Wait, no. Sajima residence, Tuesday, 2:21 p.m. Because I forget if So's alive or not.
There's no one here.
Yep,
Indeed.
yep. I think this is the one.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside.
Yep, yep. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Discretion shot time. Heads up to everyone.
Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
Yeah.
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell.
I was trying to decide if it was the base one or not.
Oh, right.
It's the base one. It has to be. So that means he's in boss in this timeline then. Okay. An expensive looking table in the middle of the room. We're just gonna investigate the room slowly. Cushion on top of that. Well, they don't give you much to go on, do they? Well, yeah. We're out of stalling, I think. Alright, here we go.
There's something strange about this vase. Ugh.
What is it?
Yes. Well, not
This
quite.
is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
This is not quite leftmost. Well, I think it depends on how you look at it. It might be more left than... I don't know why the flowchart... Okay, so yeah, this might be leftmost, actually. Because I'm not sure how far Annihilation goes over. But yeah, this is Oda route.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah, just look inside.
Then, as is standard procedure,
This is gonna be fun. Yep, yep. Hey, look, it's a head. It's just a vase. It's a vase.
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
Yeah, this is an Annihilation. Yeah.
So Sajima?
That, you know, yeah. I was thinking the same thing, like, he's not breathing. It's not like, you know. I don't want to look at the base shards. Fragments of the broken vase. Nothing interesting. Alright. Cut into pieces, yes. That's because Saito has daddy issues and mommy issues. Saito has everybody issues.
That is the head of So Sajima.
You don't say.
Left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Saito's in Boss. He has to be. That's the only other way. Because this should be Bosch right here then. It's the same as Annihilation Route at this point, it looks like. Yeah, that's where it has to be. Because, yeah.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
Yep.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right.
Right, but So is in Irish right now, which means that Saito was in So. And if So is dead, the person we know next had to be, yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's been super, like I said, it's so interesting actually following it, and it's more consistent when you know what's going on. Like, it gets better with the second playthrough somehow. Also, you know when to not be playing it at 3 a.m.
By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
So Sajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
Living abroad, quote
No,
unquote, in the prison. And now released. No, Saito can't be still in Iris.
A call from Pewter.
Because So is in Iris. Because Iris died in Renju.
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Sajima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sajima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No. There's something I need to do.
She's in a coma.
If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday.
But she was saved. Well,
and we
quote
know
unquote
the chocolate
she.
we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about
It
the
has to be Boss.
Then...
Yeah.
I think it just doesn't
We're gonna sync
resolve
with Mayumi.
in this route. I still don't catch exactly where. Okay, hold on. 1 second. I will show. Police headquarters, Tuesday, 3:09 p.m.
Date, a large-scale investigation of So Sajima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Uh-huh.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I love how Pewter truly gives us his all in this side. Now we're gonna cry. There's gonna be a lot of crying.
Where am I?
Where is this? Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must.
I mean, she remembers everything, but it just breaks her. Once we get to the flowchart, I'll break down where we are right now. Reproduce Mayumi's past actions to invoke her lost memories. That way we can all cry together! As we get a remix of one of the already sobering songs. Alright. Boy, the flowchart's angry. So, we start up here. First decision is... okay, hold on. So we find Shoko. Saito is in Renju at this point. We helped Miyuki with her mutism. So in this route, Date does not see Iris, or see Monica rather, and does not call Iris. So there comes a point where Renju, or Saito Renju, I guess you'd say, calls Iris out. And at that point, which should be Sunday, they switch places. Or Iris goes into Renju, Saito goes into Iris. Renju Iris is murdered at Sunfish Pocket, which then leads to Saito Iris being investigated with Sinking in the Vein, which is the two Iris Saito dungeon. Well, the one that branches. For our branch, we went down the path that... We went down basically one of those paths. I'm trying to think of what was the big differentiating thing, but basically they're both disturbing at the end of the day. So they go, we come down, and Saito Iris is not able to... does switch with So, actually. Saito Iris switches with So that So goes into Iris. And then at that point, we are in the route where Ota does stop the sawing in half. We do not see the death on screen. So Seto, or not Seto, So Iris is in a coma, but technically alive, which is where we got to our current route with Ota. In Ota's, we went down the route, we've already done Mizuki route. But that means if So's body is dead, the only other person we know at this point in the line of quote-unquote succession we know from Saito from other routes is Boss. So it has to be Boss was in So's body and was chopped up. Unless I'm missing something. And that's where we're at right now, where we just found the body, and now we're going into this one, and it should probably show something sus with Boss soon. Now, I have not done these Somniums. I say it every time. I'm going to say it again. For these Somniums, unless it's a secondary route, I am not using a guide. I am going based off of what I remember when I played this game in 2019. There's going to be screw-ups. Yeah, that's where I was saying, like, there's so much body hopping in the Annihilation, or like the left side, that it's hard to keep track of stuff. So there's some timies I can...
A door that leads to the kitchen.
I don't remember this one being hard, except for the fact that I was crying during it, basically.
A wall clock. The hands have stopped.
Yep, they have. Mayumi.
A calendar. The calendar reads 2 months ago. The sliding door at the entrance. Who could that be?
I'm gonna take 30 here.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
Mom.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice, your favorite. Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But...
I'm fine.
Ota, wait! Ota?
Part of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot.
That's because they're all painful.
To her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
Yeah, that's why it was like, it's just easier, I feel like, to go step by step, though, because... like, you can know, okay, we're on Ota route, but what does that actually mean in practice type stuff? It's like, we're hopping here, hopping there. Hop, hop everywhere!
Oh?
It's the phone. Maybe try picking it up?
Roger. What's that? I'm the 1 millionth caller? I've won a fantastic prize!
Ooh!
I just have to give you my bank account information?
Stop, just hang up already.
Pretty sure that. Maybe not yet.
A swinging door that leads
Shut
to
up,
the
Peter.
kitchen. Ota, come over here. Ota?
I don't think that's it.
A girly magazine came in the mail. Is this for Ota or for Dad?
Well, this is awkward, but there's no reaction.
I tried my best.
That's not really
Let's
this
investigate
family.
something
I'm sorry, Iris. Or Iba. I'm tired.
Agent Date,
A swinging door that leads to the kitchen.
No, I swear it's the phone.
The phone
That's
is
what
ringing.
makes sense, because you don't...
My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner.
Oh, this memory.
Yes. Well, yes. Yes. What? My husband! Why? How could this happen?
Look, we're restoring her memory. Aren't we so nice? She just got to relive when her husband died.
The diner has changed again. However,
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
if this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through. We have to.
Understood. A delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
Congratulations, Ota!
I'm home.
Ota! Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Hooray! Congrats!
Hooray! Hooray!
That hat. This music does not help. Not at all.
Ota was quite the spoiled child, wasn't he?
He definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
For Oda's dream.
It's an envelope. Some kind of mail? This is a bank statement. The Matsushita family's loan. Let's forget about it. We can take it easy. Date, we have to remind her of something, not help her forget.
Thought they kind of blew it off though.
You have
A
3
loan
minutes,
statement.
Date.
It must. No, no. Let's do our best.
Let's do our best.
Yeah.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay. We'll work harder for Ota's dream.
I'm wanting the tissue box. I know it doesn't get better.
We reproduced another painful memory.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so?
Oh, geez, this part. This is actually, I'm gonna bring this up, so pause this timer. This is actually a really interesting, like, counterpart to the Mizuki Date Somnium that's on the other side of things. So with this, they're both wistful, like, how do I say, flashback somniums. Like, they're things that have gone on leading up to this point in time that are not directly relevant in the case. And that are teaching you about the characters. And it's interesting that the Date Mizuki one, where Mizuki goes into Date's Somnium captain, it's heartwarming. Like, you see Date and Mizuki becoming a family, whereas this one is just brutal because you see trying to be a family and it's just hard.
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home! Did you get it for me?
It?
This is Ota when he was small?
I think it's this one.
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Todoroki man, remember? Oh, that. Yes, of course I bought it. Look, the Momonoke Man chocolate that you like. Here you go. That's not it. Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Todoroki Man. Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
I'm legit feeling like tears welling up with all this.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Todoroki Man! I hate this! I hate you, Mom!
You are such a snot.
What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go? Please, come out from hiding, Ota. Ota, I'm sorry. Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota. Ota! Come back! Ota! Ota? Takaro? Don't leave me! Don't leave me alone! I am sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro! I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me!
This is so bad for her. She has had such a hard life.
So that's what happened.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma,
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
what are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
is that your intuition?
It is.
Don't wanna.
A wall clock.
Or wait, no, I think you go forward.
Welcome home! Did you get it for me?
We've gone back in time. Time is a precious resource,
Oops.
Date. Don't
Wrong way.
waste it.
I was thinking I mixed the
Stop
events.
nagging me. I'll figure it out.
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home! Did you get it for me?
Wait, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Fine. I'm gonna intentionally game over. What you gonna do about that?
Don't be selfish.
But you're mean. You promised. You promised.
I mean, that's closer to what Oda needed at some points.
Date, we cannot continue.
No, we're not done yet. There has to be something.
Date, enough!
The joys of doing things by memory / intuition. I was doing good before then too. I'd only made like I think one wrong move so far.
A wall clock.
But yeah, this makes sense. You go forward from this incident. And yeah.
Ota, sweetie. Mom! I... Huh?
We know we can be a hassle sometimes.
Okay, sorry about that. I was just hearing this like static sound and I couldn't tell if it was the game or if like my headphones were dying or what. So, weird, but whatever.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. You know, I love you forever and ever. Me too, Ota.
Yeah, it was intended. Okay,
I
weird.
love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever.
I feel really bad that she has
I'll never
one good
forget
memory with them. I hope it's representative of other times.
Yeah, we are a family. We can do anything.
Yes. Yeah.
Looks like it's okay to go back now.
Yes, I agree. By the way, Date.
Hmm?
I admit, it is useful every now and then.
Aww.
What is?
Your intuition.
I don't understand the buzzing, I will say. Like, I don't remember it from last time either, but... Eh? Day 5, Tuesday. Goku's Suyoku's? I don't actually know how you say that. But anyways, so yeah, I was just like 2 weeks ago, I learned that all of those are actual Japanese words that are resembling the arcs, and that kind of blew my mind. I'm not gonna lie. Alrighty, Central Hospital, Tuesday at 5:22 p.m.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Oda. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driven by Oda in a taxi. But when the van was hijacked in the Famisto parking lot, Mayumi was at another convenience store nearby buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Oda was still in the van when it drove away. So she kept following it. The van drove all over Tokyo and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found at the Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Mayumi walked into the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene.
A polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Todoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah. But I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
Oda definitely does grow up a little in this route, though. Still snot-nosed, though.
That's not it! Oh, honey. I thought you liked the Momonoki Man chocolate.
No! I told you! It's Todoroki Man!
Oh. Sorry, your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot!
Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy.
Meh.
I'll buy you a real Momonoki Man soon.
Stupid! It's not Momonoki Man, it's Todoroki Man!
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time, and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid!
You're stupid to call your mother stupid.
That's not A+ parenting
Your
there.
mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt... I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart, it didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom, hmm?
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us. So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you, thank you. You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
It hurts.
Say cheese!
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota. So she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Still her baby boy.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go get some. I need to turn the AC up real quick. It's like cold. I will be right back in like 2 minutes. Alrighty, so yeah, temperature, I'm freezing, or I'm cuddling up in a blanket cold, but we have the AC going, and I hear it going, and I'm like, you know, I could just turn the AC up and not cuddle up with the blanket and turn the fan on if I want. So that's what I did. We also had some packages, so I brought those in. Alrighty. Where'd I put the controller? There's the controller. Let's do our hunt and search. A bed. Good job, Dante. You know what a bed is. I know that is kind of hard for you. Equipment used for monitoring. Measures, yep, that's the same as always. It's not gonna give me any fun. Oh, no bedside jokes. Not completely surprised, but yeah. Yeah, looks like... Oh, there's a chair. Alright. Yeah, let's talk to Mayumi.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I'm Date. I'm Ota's friend.
Ota's friend?
He's never had one of those
that
before.
right? I hope you two get along.
Oh, Mom.
Mayumi is sitting quietly. Ota is sitting up in the bed.
I was always so selfish.
You are.
I made my mom go through such hard times.
You did.
So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
You're not gonna want to. Trust me.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life,
Not
you know.
quite.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Huh? Maybe what?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiance.
Oh yes, yes, that's it.
Jeez, Mom.
Okay, the laughing's a little awkward. We'll admit.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
Also, the gender dysphoria that So is gonna be in. Like, he does not identify as a woman, nor does his seeming expectations of women would that go well. And he is also, yeah, not. he's on death's door either way. So that is another ending down. We made it through without crying, unlike Iris ending, which Iris ending sucks once you know what's going on. Like, Iris ending, I didn't cry because I was so surprised and I felt cheated. My first playthrough with her just suddenly spontaneously dying at the end, and then you know what happens, and it's just like, oh no, every ounce of it was actually led up to and makes perfect sense. Whereas this one was just such a gut punch the first time, but not as bad the second time because you were bracing for it and you just know Oda is a terrible person. I guess he's not a terrible person. He's a brat and he needs to grow up. There are genuinely terrible people in this game, so yeah. Can't quite put Oda on that same level. So Sejima and Saito kind of both respectively take the cake. I guess Rohan kind of does too. Rohan's not really a good person. Shoko is... yeah, Shoko's a terrible person too. I'm trying to think of like one redeeming thing about Shoko. And I'm still thinking. I haven't really... yeah, I don't know if you can actually skip the credits or not. So I'm just letting... the game's credits aren't that long, so I'm just letting them go while we kind of recap here. But okay, so that means we have only 2 routes left, but a lot of Somniums. I think we have like 4 Somniums left now. Yeah, like it was showing 4 years where her treatment of Mizuki was abusive. She was outright neglectful and physically and emotionally abusive. She is the type of person that just should not ever have a kid. Renju's neglectful. But yeah, there's parts where Shoko's like slapping Mizuki and screaming at Mizuki when she's 6, which Mizuki's 12, so it would be like 5-6 years prior. Where yeah, it wasn't Saito, it was Shoko. Okay. And we get our clear data. Oh, not yet. Okay, hold on. We have the stinger. That's right. I don't think Saito really interacted with Mizuki. But in that way, yeah. Police headquarters, Tuesday, 10:31 p.m. I bet this is the stinger with boss. The head's boss being sus.
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video to the boss's PC. Could you check there, please?
Boss went to her desk and moved her mouse. I stood next to her and looked at the monitor.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes, after Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch!
stop it. I noticed this earlier as well.
Yes, that will be
Do you
my
see
Chaos
the walk on
Kitty.
the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved.
He is,
Do you notice anything in the reflection?
He's singing the song of his people right now, loudly. He's not even angry. This is just his natural song of his people. And this is why we have both this. Wait, no, I didn't mean to do two. Whatever. This is why that's his emote, and we have, I think it's this. Yes. Yeah. It's such a common thing now.
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image.
Thanks,
Boss,
Iba.
the next video.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Oops.
Ota.
Oopsie. How did that knife get there?
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot? Whatever, we can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information.
Yeah.
More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An object?
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
Yep. Oda route end. Wasn't that heartwarming? Alrighty. See, what time is it? Okay. So we can probably do the Somnium here before our stream ends. I will say that, I'm waiting for it to pull up here. Really? That's when that one unlocks. I thought it was a little different. So we're not going there yet, because that's where we're going to end up going, and I know that. We are actually going to go down here to Gum AI. So, this is the part of the stream, because this game's a little different from a lot of the other games I stream, I will say. If you are not familiar with Somnium Chronicle or Somnium Files, this part gets dark. It will be probably going today, tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of blood, a lot of gore, and people sawed in half, and eyeballs being removed. I'm not spoiling anything, just giving everybody that discretion heads up. Because I don't mind, but I forgot when I started streaming this game, like, people might not exactly be expecting what this game has to offer at points. So, with that said, let's go. Sorry. Wrong one. Bane. as before, this is a split path. I will use a guide just to make sure I'm not redoing the same thing accidentally, since I did it like a month and a half ago. And I could repeat the same path really easy. This one's that's less of a concern though. So this place is gonna be super important very soon.
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
Somnium scan! Activate!
Oh boy. We're in the fun time now. I think I have to swap between routes a bit. IIRC, but that's okay. Discover Iris's secret, sinking in the vein. A mysterious room, videos, and a strange device. You may be able to find out the truth. Joke's on us, no we're not.
A CRT TV.
Let's just start off with the penalties.
Stop!
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
No worries, Linwood.
There are more objects to inspect now.
We are in Nightmare Fuel Hour. Grab your plushie. Yeah, we've done 2 Somniums today. We're gonna get a 3rd knocked out, so that's good. So you remember the Somnium we did a bit ago, Linwood, where we hit the TV and there was a lot of stabbing? This is the other half of it. This one's creepier. But I hope your running around went well and your day has been, I guess, off to a good end, good start, whichever. Alright. Wrong button. I was trying to adjust the camera, forgetting there is no camera adjustment.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
I mean, that's nice. I guess it works for now, except if you can't go to bed. I'm burning the bad timing.
It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about it.
Honestly, we probably would rather it open, but you know.
A torso with a head.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
That actually isn't... That is a thing. Like, that is important.
5 minutes left, Date.
An old television.
Gotta love the music, right? Those screams in the background. This is either second or third creepiest Somnium in the game. This is not the first IMO. It is the one I think of with this game, though.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Depending on which one you classify it as, I would say either the one you
oil
can't
drum,
win
shelf, and another torso have been
or
added.
bosses.
Let's go.
Both of those are absolutely terrifying, IMO. For different reasons. Like, the one you can't win going into true ending, the amount of... I hesitate to say this because I feel like this is going to be overreaching, but how the game gets the lack of consent. I need to pause this before the timer runs. How the game gets the lack of consent and violation with that one is just terrifying to me. And it's like, but I hesitate to count it because it's not a true Somnium like this. Like, it's pure story, you can't lose. This one, I would say Bosses is more terrifying than this one, or more disturbing than this one, but this one runs a close one behind Bosses. Okay. Sorry, I had to find where I was on the cheat sheet again.
Only a shelf. That shelf sticking out. It seems odd.
Bosses is also one of the ones that is super hard, though. Hitomi's just pisses me off. Hitomi's, I feel like, is bad design. Hey, look at what's on top!
What happened?
A metal ball must have fallen off the shelf.
Why would anyone put that there? An iron ball. It looks quite heavy.
So, something I will throw attention to that's actually really cool. This is one of the first Somniums where we're actually retracing the steps of the person instead of being like an intermediary. Like, we are taking the role of it, of what the person is experiencing. Whereas most of the other Somniums were a force observing or allowing events to occur for their psyche, but there is no actual representation of a person in here. Which is a thing.
Where should I throw it?
Because of Saito.
Throw it that way.
It's all hashtag
Understood.
Saito.
It is unexpectedly light. All right. Yeah!
Oh, it is. It goes the full spectrum.
I feel like that ball hit me in the head.
Now, a TV and an old book have appeared.
I hope this is the last time.
Where's the... They keep changing TVs on me. Like, what? Oh, that's the TV. It all blends together.
An old-fashioned TV.
Please. Help me. Help me.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that
Why
she saw
indeed?
it online or on TV.
Not that
She even
account.
reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
This game is super tight on writing. Like, playing it a second time, it's actually better than the first in some ways, because whereas the first time you're like on the roller coaster and the adrenaline at one point, but the second time you go back and you play it and it's like, no, everything checks out. Like, everything. There's only one thing in the story that has not checked out so far, but it was something that didn't make sense to me in the first playthrough either. And that is, it does a weird timeline conversion thing that my understanding is it's a homage to the series that this director worked on before this game series, which is Zero Escape. So it's a homage to Zero Escape, but it doesn't make sense within the context of this game as well. But besides that, like, it's immaculate and just the textbook example of maximization, or Maximus, I forget which one it is, but of that writing technique. Like, it is so good, but it also is super disturbing, so yeah.
It is a thick book.
I'll eat the 20 seconds.
This will be easy. It's more brittle than crumbly cheese. Oh, it disappeared.
Melted down like a grilled cheese.
4 minutes.
We're fine, boss. So some of these have check marks. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't really affect anything, but like it allows the perfect ending to go through, but honestly, the perfect ending probably would have made sense without it. Like, it's just one little thing. Also, right here where it has the check marks, that's because on the other route I had inspected a lot of this stuff, but weren't able to do anything with it. This is also why this one's kind of confusing. Because actions are different than the other route, and it's easy to interweave them.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
I'm seeing these platforms and I'm getting literal PTSD from bosses' Somniums. Ugh. That's the one I refuse to do without a guide again. I'm not spending 3 hours on it. It's that one you have to do basically perfect. Yep.
That is...
It was their physics experiment. They were doing something for science class. Day 3 Sunday, Gum Eye. I like gummy.
What happened in that Somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Date, you got something you want to tell us? Oh, we don't get to see Pewter's gay smut. Oops.
Date, can you turn on the TV? Videodrone is about to start.
What's Videodrone?
You haven't seen Videodrone? It's a cult classic.
I haven't seen it, and that's not a TV anyway.
It's a CRT. It's a TV-ish. Marimos? I don't know what that is, but judging by the other stuff Pewter has shoved in here, I don't think I want to know.
Hey, did you hear something just now?
Hmm? It must be in your head.
So, Boss does not know it's Saito in time, because to her understanding, Saito is in Rohan's body, if I remember right. I'm trying to think of this. Yeah, Saito is in Rohan's body. Rohan is in Date's original body as number 89. And so, to her knowledge, like... Yeah. So, it would be Rohan committed suicide, Slash is locked up. She would... Like, she's saying it's impossible because she doesn't know that Saito and Shoko swapped. Thinking about it, I'm not sure if the game actually goes into when they swapped. Just that Shoko had been visiting a lot. Can we... Okay, yeah, they just don't let you see Iris at all.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all four?
This is a bait on number 89, trying to make you think 89 did it. I don't know why I'm hesitating, I'm just
Didn't
thinking
I tell you?
strategically.
The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
Because, yeah, my understanding is Boss knows everything from 6 years ago, but she doesn't know that Shoko and Saito have swapped. And that's why she doesn't want to talk about it, because she wants to keep it all locked up and not stir the pot on the mess.
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my
Okay.
memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Liar.
Really?
Really.
Lying liar who lies.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer? You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Liar. You never see that happen anywhere else. Ah, okay. Honestly, the VA, the English VA in this woman, or this game, is phenomenal. Boss has a serious look on her face, yeah. Gotcha. That makes sense.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection.
Liar.
Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
All these
Why is
liars.
that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
We don't. So this is the Trustputer route. But not about that.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
Yeah, I agree with Linwood. Like, English VA, I'm not going to say it's like the best thing ever. Like, there are better Japanese VAs for sure. But as somebody that's far too lazy to read most of the time, like, I'm perfectly happy with the VA, with all the VA delivery in this game. I absolutely love it. I think definitely more attention has been given into it. Yeah, same thing as, Sukabris is saying there. Suka Abris, yeah. It's starting to become profitable to care, thankfully, because there's some pretty bad dubs out there.
The Sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes the subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
If I may ask, and you totally don't have to answer this if you don't want to, what language are you referring to? I'm just curious what language only has one dubbing studio. But even in English, VA has been super questionable.
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Peter. Linwood. I'm staring at Peter's name. I tend to go for, gotcha. I'm sorry you're there. And I hope you guys stay safe. But yeah, Linwood, I tend to watch dubs as well just because, like, I prefer hearing it. I can do subs. There are some things I do prefer subs in, but the older I've gotten, the more I want dubs. And subtitles. I'm the worst of both worlds. I want it in English, and I want subtitles in English where I have both.
Pewter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not opposed to watching a sub or watching subs. I'm just, I don't know. I like it being in my language more, and I'm willing to put up with a bit of shenanigans for it.
I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
Liar. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boston Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Pewter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sync room.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
And what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news. But I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No,
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
The VA for Iris did a really, really good job considering like half the routes the Iris we hear is not actually Iris. Or not half the routes, like half the game. Is you can hear the difference actually between Saito Iris and actual Iris, and it's really cool. It's so subtle though. It's just a hint more of inflection and like emotion is in actual Iris, whereas Saito Iris is more monotone. Ah, yes, a fellow MMO addict. I welcome you. I lost my soul to an MMO. How many years ago now was it? 6? And I've never been able to reclaim it. So yes, I understand your suffering.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
I have never played WoW, but FF14 is my poison. I was too young when WoW came out. There's no way my parents would have bought me a sub. Not in the type of family I'm in.
Could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
I want to go
You
Marble.
know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Liar.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
Oh, happy
There's
birthday.
no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is she sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. Yeah, I'm 28. I'm baby. Except in VTuber land. I have a cane in VTuber land. I'm very proud of my cane though, because if I had a chance to be an old lady in VTuber land or be 21 again, I would take the cane every day. Marble, Sunday, 9:41 p.m. What's the occasion? When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Oda sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
See, this is why we have a vibe, Lidwood. We have the 28 vibes. We're the almost 30 club. However, we are at stream stop time. I actually do have to kind of pay attention to when we're supposed to stop this week, because next week we're going to be going super hard, and the week after, or not the week after, and I do have some stuff like errands this week and stuff. Okay, good. But yes, FF14 I still log into daily. I absolutely love it. Okay, for Swim stuff. So this week, we're going to be doing just what we did today, Monday through Friday, same times, 9 a.m. CST. We're going to be playing Somnium through. If for some reason we finish Somnium early, we will cross that bridge when we get there, but we got a lot of game left, so I'm not holding my breath. We will, we're making good progress right now. So we got through 3 Somniums actually, which is huge. Went a little over 4, but that's okay. But Kala needs Nom Nom. And Kala gets angry without Nom Nom. No worries. You're welcome. Okay. So I'm gonna send us a raid out. I know who we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid actually somebody who stops by stream sometime. Make sure he's still alive. Hold on. What do you mean you're not? Don't tell me did my raid victim go offline? No, he didn't. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, am I following? Anyways, we're raiding. Nope, my raid victim's online. We are good. So yes, I will see everybody again tomorrow. We will do this thing and get through this game and have a blast. Let's go. Why did it not wait? There we go. So let's go see Flip and say hi. He's playing Tales of Arise, which is also a super fun game.